Alrighty, welcome home. I'm your anime manga mom. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about fandoms. I've been involved in several fandoms over the course of my anime watching career, which has been rather short up to this date. But for the most part, people are just very excited about the shows that they love, that they're into, that they watched. I typically try and stay away until I have watched most of it, if not completed the series. Because, there are spoilers out there, and some people just don't have a protective attitude towards newcomers. They just, and I get that. If I've watched an anime all the way through and I have a question, even if it's, in a later stage in the development of the show, I want to know the answer to my question. And I will black out sections. If I'm on Reddit, I will, say something and then put my question further on and say spoiler warning. I try and protect people from spoilers as much as I can. But, if you've got good questions, sometimes they won't allow for keeping it on the download. But from what I've seen so far, the fan base of One Piece is just really, really accepting and protective of the people who are newcoming. And one of my somebody who made a comment really highlighted what it takes to be a One Piece fan for so long. They said that, after however many, over 1,000 episodes, and the people are still there waiting to hear what's going to happen, what's going to come out, how the story's going to end. And I think, if you've been a fan from the beginning and you've had the patience to follow it, and you're still sitting there trying to figure out, how it's going to end, then yes, oh my goodness, you've been committed. And, I think that that's really admirable. Now, on the other hand, Bleach, even though the manga's been complete, they still have the 1,000-Year Blood War that they've got to finish. And I am so excited for that. It's coming out, July 8th? But it's coming out this month, and it's going to be the second core to 1,000-Year Blood War. And I am just so excited for that. I'm a huge Bleach fan. I didn't even get into it because I heard that the 1,000-Year Blood War was coming out. I was just like, what anime should I watch next? And then I'm like, I really like Naruto, and it's one of the big three. Let me try Bleach because it's one of the foundational series in anime. And so I watched it, the anime, and then there was more to it in there. And I was thinking, well, if I want to know what happens, I have to read the manga. So I read the manga. And I watched it. I remember finishing the series and saying, man, that was so good. I wish I could watch it again for the first time. And I've heard people say that about One Piece too. That they wish that they could just erase their mind and then just watch it all over brand new. And my son was like, well, why don't you watch it in Japanese? And I'm like, wow, you were so smart. Such wise words from such a young man. But no, I did. I watched it in Japanese again. And then that time I cut out all the filler episodes and really improved the pacing of it. I was impressed. And when the 1,000-Year Blood War came out, I was just like, oh my goodness, the anime that I picked to watch has more coming out right about the time that I finished. So I watched the 1,000-Year Blood War, and of course I was all up to date on my Japanese because I had just watched the series in Japanese. So anyway, but since it's still being produced, you would figure that the same would be true of Bleach fans. But I have not found that to be the case. As a matter of fact, if I could remove myself from any fandom, it might be the Bleach fan base, because they are just so involved in scaling, and it's not my favorite thing. It's not. which character has the best Kido? Which character has the best Shunpo? Which character is the most powerful? Which one has the best swordsmanship? And sure, I mean, compare and contrast and, whatever, but I don't think that that's the number one criteria for being my favorite character, is who's the strongest, who's the most powerful, who's the best. And I think most anime kind of makes that point. The bad guys are usually the ones who are very focused on, who's the strongest and making their dreams a reality, and forget your dreams, right? But I wouldn't expect that from, your everyday fans. But I think that is part of an anime, is, which character is the best, which character is the strongest. But it can get a little excessive, On the other hand, what I've been noticing watching One Piece, fantastic show. My favorite part so far, and I'm still in the Baratie. I have met Sanji. I finally met Sanji. So, I'm very excited about that. Luffy is set to stay there for the next year in payment of his, the accident he had. But I somehow I don't see him staying there for a whole year. Anyway, but Sanji hasn't agreed to be part of the crew yet, so we don't know if he's going to stick around. Except spoiler alert. But anyway, my favorite scene so far has been when Usopp said goodbye to the Usopp pirates, and he asked them all individually, what do you want to do with your life? What do you want to be when you grow up? What are your dreams and goals and aspirations? And then when they each told him what their goals were, he's like, well, whatever you do it. Like, make sure that you follow your dreams and that you achieve something. And I thought that was the most inspirational. That was wonderful. Gotta love Usopp. He's great. A little bit of a coward, but you know what? So am I. But yeah, I thought that was great. And I think that that's been one of the themes that I've seen so far in One Piece, is like achieving your dreams, following your dreams, and not giving up no matter what. Sure, that's a theme to every anime, but I think that this one is a little bit more supportive and encouraging. And so maybe that's a reason why the fandom is so supportive and encouraging, because you've been consuming that content, and whatever it is that you take in, whatever it is that you really focus your attention on, that's what you're going to be. That's who you're going to be. The people that you hang around, their attitude is going to rub off on you. And the things that you watch, the things that you read, those ideas are going to enter your mind. So be careful what you do and who you talk to and who you see. We're all humans. We all deserve love in this world, but sometimes people's lifestyles don't match up. And if you follow that path, you might be pulled down, Sometimes people carry a lot of baggage with them, and they can't seem to free themselves, So really be careful on what you put your heart toward, because it will change your color. It will change who you are, and you want to be careful. You want to be encouraging, uplifting. You want to be determined. Then follow those things. Follow those things that are good. All right. Anyway, so yeah, I really am loving the One Piece fandom. I'm really loving the show One Piece. It's I've heard a lot of people say that, like I felt with Bleach, if they could go back in time, they would rewatch it, without having seen it before. So this is my opportunity. I've never seen it before, so this is my first time through, and I'm not going to squander or waste this opportunity. I'm gonna try and appreciate it for all it's worth. Okay. All right. Well, I hope you're doing well. I hope your week goes well. And just, hey, if you found this entertaining, uplifting, informative, if you and I get along, then consider subscribing because, that's how I know what I'm saying resonates with you. If not, then that's fine. Just take this into another thing that you've done and paid attention to and move on. But if we're best otakus, then subscribe and we can continue to have discussions about wonderful anime. Please tell me what you're watching. Oh, my son started Dr. Stone, and I've been curious about it for a while, so I watched a couple of episodes with him. Of course, that was all the time I had, and he's like, "Oh, come on, Mom, you've got to be working all day, so I'm gonna keep watching this on without you." And I'm like, "That's okay." But at least I got to see, what it was about, what the art style looked like, the setup, the premise of the show, and so I might be checking that out soon. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. It was great seeing you. I hope you come by again. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.